Today, I want to talk about the concept of time and how understood and misunderstood we have it. So most people think about time like a river that is always flowing, always moving forward. The past is behind and the future is what's to come. And we are just kind of coasting on this river in like a single direction, like a linear direction, just going straight. But that's not actually how time is known to work. According to Albert Einstein, time actually moves at varying rates depending how fast you are moving and how fast the gravity around you is, or strong the gravity around you is. The scientific name for this concept is called time dilation. For example, the GPS satellites that are in the orbit of the Earth currently experience time faster than we do on Earth because of gravitational differences. So time passes quicker. Time up there is different than it is down here. So to better understand this, I think we should talk about the twin paradox, Einstein's twin paradox. Let's say one twin stays on Earth, one twin goes to space and travels at the speed of light. If this traveling twin was to return to Earth, they would be younger than the one who stayed back. Why? Because time was slower for them. So right now, rather than looking at time as a backdrop in which your life unfolds, I want you to look at as time as a physical property that can bend, stretch, and move at different rates depending on where you are and how fast you move. All of the science, especially Einstein's science, all of his equations, don't just show us that time can move at different rates, but they also show us something that's way more radical. This is where we talk about the block universe, or better known as eternalism. Simply put, the black universe theory suggests that the past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. Not sequentially, one after the other, but rather all at the same time, simultaneously. Your past has not gone anywhere. The future hasn't happened yet. All moments in time exist as a four-dimensional structure, which some people call space-time. And all of these experiences that we live as a flow of time is nothing but our consciousness moving through this four-dimensional space. To make it clearer, imagine a wall in front of you and a flashlight. The wall in this situation is all of time, all of it, something that exists in its complete form, everything. The flashlight is our consciousness, moving through this wall, lighting up one moment at a time. Which brings me to my point and why I'm talking about this with you. The person that you're trying to be, the person who has everything you strive for in your life, that person already exists. It exists as a point in the space-time. It exists as a point on this wall. The only thing is that your consciousness has not been able to reach that yet. Einstein once said that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Arguably, the greatest mind of science said that time is an illusion. Now, let me get a little bit personal. If time is not a body of water that flows from past to future, past, present, future, if time is not linear, if all moments in time exist simultaneously, then the past that you keep returning to, the habits that you keep returning to, they're not something that was once behind you. It's simply a point fixed in the wall of space-time. Every time you let your mind wander to a point in the past, every time you replay a painful memory, every time you carry the load of guilt and resentment on your shoulders, you're not bringing back something that was gone. You're not bringing back something that was once real. All you're doing is directing your consciousness to a point that still exists. And when you do this, your nervous system responds accordingly, as it should. Your body crashes. You have this influx of cortisol. Your stress response is now active, ready in that state of fight or flight, even if you're consciously aware of what's happening right now. As for the future that you are so worried about, that point exists as well. All that catastrophe that your mind generated about a later time in life, every worry that you have about things that could go wrong, all those imagined scenarios are still perceived as real threats right now. And the most important point is what I'm getting at is that your body pays the biological price for this every single time you do it. Now the question is, where does this leave you? What are you gonna do about this? If you know that the past is something that you cannot change, if the future only exists as a possibility that you are not currently living in, then the only point in space-time where your consciousness has true will, where you are able to make choices, take action, and facilitate change is here right now. This very moment. The present is not like one of the equal moments that you move through. It is the only point where your consciousness, your awareness, your intention can actually interact with your reality. Everything else, all the other noise is just a memory or a projection. When you are truly present, when your consciousness is here rather than in the past or the future in space-time, your cortisol significantly drops, your prefrontal cortex activates, and your perception of possibility expands. You are no longer limited. Let me give you an example. The people that you see in your life that seem to be doing the most with their lives, the people that build new things, attract abundance, have a lot of money, are really happy. These are the people that aren't so focused about the past and the future. All they care about is maximizing their output right here, right now. They are directing your most powerful instrument, or their most powerful instrument, their consciousness, at the only point in space-time where something can be done. So the past that you keep returning to mentally is costing your body real biological resources for something that's not even in your hand anymore. The future that you keep thinking about, keep getting worried about, is doing the same thing, suffering for nothing. However, the present moment is the only place where you can actually do something about it. So stop worrying about what had happened or what is going to happen. Take action for the goals you want to achieve. Become the person you want to become. Just remember, do it here. Do it now. Do it in the present moment.